Good evening. Welcome back to Passionate World Talk Radio. Educate, enlighten, entertain. And today, our program is People Need Help. Have an issue? Lillian Cauldwell will help you find solutions to problems that you may now have. So, yesterday was our first show, and today is our second show. And I want to welcome you back. I did not receive anybody asking for any help for any problem they may have now or 20 minutes from now. So today I'm going to talk to you about talking to other people, especially when you're in lockdown. Now, many people may say to me, Lillian, we're not in lockdown anymore. Well, that's a yes and no answer. It just depends on what part of the United States you're living in. I understand that Florida is open. I also understand that a lot of the Midwestern states are open. What is open? It means that people can come and go whenever they want. So let me address those folks who are still in lockdown. Yes, lockdown, which means they cannot go out anywhere except to the doctor's office, maybe to a hospital to get some tests, perhaps to get some food from the supermarket, and yes, getting gas for their car, or in my case where I live, going out and taking your car for a walk, and if you need some gas, go and get some. But you are prepared. How are you prepared? Well, I wear gloves, not plastic gloves. I wear gloves because I have arthritis in my wrists and fingers. So the way I solve my problem is I wear my arthritis gloves when I go to the gas station. I pay for my gasoline ahead of time, open up the pump, open up the car pump, put in the nozzle, put in the amount of gas expected, and when I'm finished, put the pump back. It's taken care of. Well, now what? Now I go home and I wash the gloves. And I wash them in cold water with woolite so that they're sanitary. And that way I know I am protecting myself. So what does this have to do with people need help? People need help for a lot of reasons in a lot of different ways. And one of the things that I have noticed the most is that people are not really meant to live alone. And you say, well, Lillian, there are plenty of widows and divorced people and single people who choose to live by themselves. And you're absolutely right. But that is their choice to live by themselves. They're not enforced or locked down in a place where they cannot go out. So what I'm going to suggest to you is find somebody to talk to, whether it's a Zoom via friend or relatives or family, or they're now saying that it's okay to talk to yourselves, the medical establishment. So find a mirror, sit down in front of it, and talk to yourself. Go over some of the things that are bothering you and do something about it. Or if you have a pet, surely you talk to your pet. I have a stuffed animal. It's a stuffed cat, and I talk to Fred all the time. I tell him things that bother me. And while he may not be able to advise me, it is a comfort for me to be able to unload to him some of the problems that I am facing while I am in lockdown. Another thing that I do that I find is that when I see somebody who's also walking outside, we will stand 6 feet apart and we will talk to each other, even if it's for only 10 minutes. The fact that there's another body outside of yours that's standing 6 feet away from you makes a big difference. So what's the tip for the day? Find somebody to talk to, whether you call them on your cell phone whether you use Zoom or StreamYard, whether you read a magazine article and ask yourself what you think about it, find someone or find a way so you can get your thoughts out. Much more healthy to you than keeping everything inside of you. If you have any questions or you want to contact me, Lillian Cauldwell, please email me at the number 1 SC podcast, PODCASTS @gmail.com, and let me help you solve whatever problem or issue you are facing so you can be better prepared to put one foot in front of the other and keep on going. Thank you for joining with me this evening.